Hello, this is Cotton Soups, and welcome back to another Loomian Legacy video. This is going to be a quick analysis of the new Vari evolution, um, Tundrolen. Yup, it's an interesting one, alright. Its design doesn't look too bad. I mean, the eyes kind of look weird, but that's about it. Other than that, it's a pretty cool Loomian, but that's all I can say about this thing. But yeah, let's get into the video. Tundrolen here has let's show its base stats. 91 HP, 86 energy, 91 melee attack, 130 melee defense, 61 range attack, 66 range defense, and 50 speed. So already Tundrolen here is pretty bulky, like 91 HP, 130 melee defense. Jesus Christ, that is a lot. And what most people don't get about Tundrolen here, it's it has a really good secret ability called Resilience. Boosts your melee defense every time you are hit by an attack. So it's basically Obsidian 2.0, and yeah, that's basically it. You you are really bulky. I mean, your attack stat is alright. It's not the best. It's like lower than Mutagon's and Avatros's, and that might prove like a problem for this thing, because this is basically a setup fodder for most Loomians. But before we get to that, let's talk about its normal abilities. If I remember correctly, its normal abilities are Mysterious Cloak and Insulated. Insulated is an ability that grants the possessor regular resistance to ice and fire type moves. So not only you lose your resistance to not only you resist ice even more because you're an ice type, you get rid of one of your major weaknesses. So what does that mean? Well, you're weak to brawler and metal. That's it. Only two, I'm pretty sure only two typings in the game that kill this thing. Yeah, only metal and brawler. That's it. And since you add an ice weakness, you resist ice by one. Ice type damage does 1/4 to you. You still keep your air and typeless resistances. So overall, um, this thing doesn't have a lot of resistances, even if you add the fire resistance, because you're only resisting 4 moves. So it kind of makes it up for that insane bulk it has, but its attack stat, again, it's kind of low for a wall that, you know, would look like it would hit very hard. But the good part about um, the good part about Tundrolen is that it has a really good move for it, and that's Body Crash. I don't have it on me right now, but yeah, I don't have it. But basically, you learn it at level 36, and what it basically does, it scales off your melee defense stat. And if you didn't know, its melee defense stat is 130. That is more than Borok's, Garlash's, Hunter's, Mutagons on the same level as Wrestlin and Kirillin. And yeah, so this thing can hit very hard with Body Crash, especially since it's a melee brawler move, and not a lot of stuff is can resist brawler. I mean, the Mare resists it, the spirits are immune to it, but then again, there are only like 2 common spirits in the game, so yeah, you're basically going to be throwing off a lot of body crashes, and you're not going to be worrying about it because air types fear you because you're ice. So yeah, overall good coverage for Tundrolen right now. Only 2 moves to help it out offensively, so that's not that great, but it does get the move bulk up, increasing your bulk and your attack. It's basically Garbantis, but even slower now, since you're increasing Ice Hammer or Adaptive Assault. Ice Hammer, you get that at level 41. So you're gonna be increasing that move, and you're also gonna be increasing Body Crash. So that's a very good combo for you. What's also pretty good about this Loomian is that you get access to Rejuvenate, Recovery, Tundrolen with Recovery, the Loomian with high defensive stats. Yeah, this thing's gonna be probably, well, don't quote me on this, but this Loomian will probably get used a lot. But not really. There is a possibility that Tundrolen will not be used because while it does wall the important melee wall breakers of the game, like stuff like Himber, Barok, Swolder. Well, Swolder is not a melee wall breaker, but you know, it does wall stuff like Swolder, um, Terrafly, Terraclaw, Barok, um, a Himber. It like yeah, it also does. It also walls like some of the defensive melee walls, like no Seti Mars, and it does set up against Chartiki now because it's immune. It's resisting Fire Breath, and it can set up against Venolin also. So Tundrolen does have the utility of being an offensive Loomian right there, but most people will probably use it as a defensive wall for Earth types and Air types as well. So you might want to run very Brawny Tender Clumsy, but you can also go the route of running very robust as well, with either resilience or what's the ability called? Insulated. You can run either one of those two. I probably will run insulated because I want to I want my battles to be more fun and not more stupid because this ability is pretty broken. So yeah, that's basically my opinion on it. Tundrolen, pretty good first impression. It's very bulky, which is sad to me because I hate stall. Resilience, good ability. Insulated, resist your making you resist like the move, like one typing that you fear a lot, because there is a lot of fire type moves in the game that are pretty common, and you do resist ice more, so that's pretty nice. Oh, and I forgot Mysterious Cloak. Its other ability, I'm pretty sure you get it from the Guardian ability, from Vares, and this makes you immune to all status ailments or entry hazards. So you're immune to stuff like poison, peril, not poison, moves that basically, like statuses that basically do damage to you. So stuff like burn, poison, will not do any damage to you. And you are immune to poison barbs and icicle traps, which is pretty nuts considering this thing is a wall. So you can't really go wrong with any ability. This thing has a lot of defensive potential. It has three good abilities. You can either choose which one you want. They all have their minuses and pluses, or positives or negatives. And yeah, it's stats, like I said, pretty nuts. Well, aside from that melee attack, but body press, no, it's called body crash. Body crash helps this thing a lot. You also get like ice hammer along with bulk up and rejuvenate. You probably want to run ice hammer, rejuvenate, bulk up, and then body crash. That's like your main moves. You can either switch out bulk up for icicle trap if you really want to, but icicle trap is not really needed on this thing because you have other better hazard setters like Blowtox, and Himber. So yeah, Tundrolen a good Loomian. First impressions only though. It's a good Loomian. Definitely a decent one. But I might, you might see this usage fluctuate whether or not earth types are common or not. And while this thing is a pretty bulky wall, most teams are leading towards offense, so this might give Tundrolen some trouble. Not to mention Mutagon, Wrestlin are all common brawler types that will kill this thing, and lots of metal types. There's Valkyrie, uh, Tyrex, Stratosaur's kind of making it up there, as well as Protagon. Yeah, this thing will have some trouble, but it's definitely not bad. So yeah, this is my review on Tundrolen. Definitely, probably, maybe we'll make a video, like a showcase on this thing. It just depends on how fast I can TP train this and how fast the other YouTubers make videos on this thing. Yeah, that's basically it. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like it and subscribe if you want to see that showcase soon, or if you just want to support the channel. I have a Discord server. It's pretty cool there. Um, so yeah, join that as well. Um, Also, in the comments below, leave your thoughts on Tundrolen. Is it a good Loomian by your standards? Or is it just pretty bad? Because I've been speaking to people and they think this is a bad Loomian as well. I mean, for God's sake, guys, it's walled by Revenine. Revenine! Revenine with the stupid low melee defense stats. So yeah, that's my opinion. Like, okay, I'm gonna ramble on for too long, so I better pause this video. Um, yep, have a good day or night or wherever you are, and make sure to wear your seatbelt.